Good morning, Crable Mennonite School. We've made it into March, and it's the third day of the month. And I'm Andrew.
And I'm Zach. Today is Hoagie Day, which means some of you may be enjoying a sandwich for lunch today. Many of you will probably be delivering hoagies to family and friends. A big thank you to everyone for selling hoagies and helping our school.
It's been a fun week in middle school as we've been having some different themed days. Today is Throwback Thursday, where we get dressed like an old person or maybe wear some clothing from another decade.
Tomorrow will be Food Friday, where we'll be taking part in a food competition. We'll be trying to make the best tasting dish possible given a random set of ingredients.
Speaking of food, students in kindergarten were able to celebrate Dr. Seuss's birthday yesterday by trying out some green eggs and ham. They enjoyed it so much they'd probably eat them in a box or with a fox, in a house with a mouse.
Well, it's a new month, and it's time to see if it will bring new weather. With that, we'll hand it over to our trusty weatherman, Nathan.
Good morning. It's 41 degrees with mostly cloudy skies, except there may be some peaks of sunshine. Today's high is 45 and low 20 degrees, so a bit below average for today. Currently, it's fairly dry. Winds are northwest, 11 miles an hour. Feels like 35 degrees. We got that northwest wind. Yeah, we have pretty good air quality, and tonight you will not see any moon in the sky because it's a new moon. This is my weekly forecast. Temperatures will start off below average and then rise up into the 60s on Sunday and Monday with rain coming in and the temperatures falling back down to around average for next week. But no snow to speak of for now. And speaking of which, this is the graph of all our winters, the amount of snowfall we've had since 1926, taken at Millersville University. We could see snowfall amounts per winter have ranged from just 4 inches in the 1949 through 50 winter to about 73 inches in the 2009 through 10 winter. Very wide variation in snowfall. It seems like every winter, it's almost like a snow lottery. You either win or you lose. And this winter, I'd say we kind of lost. But we had a good summer snow last winter. Who knows? We might get more next winter. Now, here I have the 5 biggest blizzards we've had here in Lancaster County, according to Lancaster newspaper. Our biggest one was January 7th through 8th, 1996, where anywhere from 30 to 36 inches of snow fell across Lancaster County. And the second place, which came just behind it, was in 2016. Some of you probably remember this one. About 28 inches of snow fell right here. And the next 3 were all 2-foot snowstorms, and one happening in 1983, 2003, and 2010. And they also all happened in February, too. So again, maybe we'll get more snow next winter. Who knows? Back to you.
Thank you, Nathan, for that update. We recently finished up our badminton unit in gym class. A congratulations goes out to some guy named Zachary for winning the middle school badminton tournament.
We will also be looking to crown a floor hockey champion within the next week, as our intramural teams will be competing in playoffs over recess starting today.
Last week, we asked you what the record was for most medals won by a country in a single Winter Olympics. This record was set by Norway, who won the most medals in this Olympic Games and also has the most combined medals in Winter Olympics history.
Norway's dominance in the Winter Games is pretty impressive, especially since there is over 100 countries with a larger population than they do. The record they set for a single Winter Olympics was set in 2018 with a count of 39.
This means that they were only 3 away from breaking that record this year. It also means that Mrs. Groff's class was the closest with her guess of 40. Oh, and do you know why hockey players work at the bakery after Olympics are over?
No, why?
Because they're great at icing the cakes.
Okay, for this week's trivia question, we want to talk about hoagies. The longest sub sandwich ever created was an outstanding 400 feet long, which is almost half of a mile long.
Hundreds of people helped to make this sub in the country of Lebanon. What we want to know is, how long did it take to make this sandwich? Give us your best guess and we'll be back next week to share what the answer is. Until then, have a great day. Bye.
Bye.